Are you wondering if running a sale can really bring in some profits? Well, stay tuned and find out if I was able to finish off 2021 with a bang. Hi, I'm Heather. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark. My closet name is Hot Posh Fashions. And on my YouTube channel here, I like to discuss reselling, thrifting, reselling on Poshmark, retail arbitrage, and things of that nature. So if that sounds interesting to you, hit the subscribe. So let's get into it. For the end of 2021, I decided to run a sale on Poshmark. So I heard a little tip on watching videos on YouTube that the new My Shoppers feature, if you open it on a computer, laptop, or whatever, something other than a mobile device, that you can click the select option for a particular person and then scroll down as far as you want and hit shift and then click the last person, and it will select all the people in between. So I decided to give it a try because when I've been sending out messages to my shoppers, I've been clicking on each individual person and then sending out different messages for different promotions or whatever I have going on at that time. And I'm doing generally 200 or 300 at a time. But I decided, and that was taking me 10 minutes to do, but I decided that I was going to give it a try on the laptop and see if I could select a larger amount of people. So what I did is on Friday, I selected 2,500 people that had liked items from me, from my closet, between that moment going back to October 1st. So I selected the top person. I filtered by likers on my shoppers. I selected the top person, scrolled forever until I got to October 1st. And when I got to October 1st, I hit shift and tapped the last person, and it filled everyone else in there. It wasn't exactly 2,500 people. It was roughly 2,500, a little bit more. But I'm just gonna go with 2,500 for now. So what I did is I then sent all those closets a message, and essentially what I said in that message was Happy New Year, and that I was going to be running a New Year's sale in my closet for the holiday weekend. And what I was gonna do is be offering a discount of 30 to 50% off bundles with free shipping. So, and then essentially what I did was told them to, add whatever they like to their bundle, select their sizes and colors as appropriate, and then message back with the comment of 2022. And so anybody that messaged me back with that comment, I went ahead and then opened up the bundle they had created and decided what percentage discount could I offer this person and still make a little bit of profit. So my goal was to move a lot of inventory. My goal was not necessarily to have a super high profit margin. It was really just to make something and move inventory fast. I just wanted to get as many things out as I could and make a little bit of money in the process. So that's what I did. And over the course of 3 days, I made 16 total sales, but several of them were bundles. So the total revenue was, you thought I was going to give it to you, but no. Wait till the end. We'll get the total revenue at the end and my total profit at the end. And like I said, my goal wasn't necessarily a high profit margin. It was more to make a lot of sales, move a lot of inventory, and make some money in the process. Okay, so sale number 1 was a bundle. This bundle is 5 items. It's sold for $114. Poshmark fees were $22.80 and I gave free shipping of $7.45. The 5 items in this bundle, the cost of goods total were $61. If you see the ring, the moissanite ring, so this moissanite ring, I have a cost of goods of $55 in, but I accidentally, when I purchased these rings for the wholesaler, I was having trouble figuring out how to select a size. So I just went ahead, this was probably, I don't know, 6 to 9 months ago. And I just went ahead and ordered a couple just to kind of try them out. I'd never really seen moissanite before, and I just wanted to get a couple to see what they were like. So when I got them, first of all, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They look even better than diamonds, to be honest with you. And you can get a much larger cut for a fraction of the price. But they all came in size 5 and 5.5, which are really difficult sizes to sell. Like, I personally wear a 6.75 or a 7. Now, I do have big hands, and I'm a big tall girl, I'm 5'9", but you know, even the average woman is probably more of a 6 to a 6.5. So 5s and 5.5s are really hard to sell, especially with these rings are all 1 carat rings. So they're substantial sizes. They're not itty bitty little chips. So that really drove my cost of goods for this bundle up. The other 4 items totaled out to $4. One was two of them were $2 each, and 2 of them were $1 each. So $6, I'm sorry. So the cost of goods of the other 4 items was $6, and then the moissanite ring was $55, making it a total of $61. So after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, my profit in my pocket was $22.75. So my gross profit margin for this sale was 46%, and my net profit margin was 20%. So, I mean, this isn't a great sale in that the percentages aren't that great, but I did make $22.75, and I moved that ring that I've had forever. Now, I mean, I almost gave it away. Well, not really, but I did. I mean, when Poshmark and I are literally making the same amount of money, they made $22.80 and I made $22.75. They made 5 cents more than me. I mean, it's not great, but you know, it's okay because I moved some things and I didn't take a loss on anything, and I made a few dollars. So I'm okay with that. So that was the first sale. Next, we have another bundle. Just making sure I have these in order correct. Another bundle of 3 items that sold for $95. Poshmark fees were $19. I gave free shipping of $7.45. Cost of goods total was $34. So my profit was $34.55. Gross profit margin was 64%, and net profit margin was 36%. That's not that bad. Those are okay. I like to try to keep my gross profit margin above 50. And I'm still trying to determine, so the difference between gross profit margin and net profit margin is gross profit margin only takes into account how much you sold it for and what your cost of goods were. That's it. Sale price, cost of goods, nothing else. Net profit margin takes into account how much you sold it for, and then not only cost of goods, but also any other expenses associated with it. So in that case, it would also take into account the Poshmark fees and the shipping discount that I gave. So that's why the gross profit margin is coming to 64%. It's only taken into account cost of goods, but net profit margin is taking into account the Poshmark fees and the shipping discount. So lots of people talk about gross profit margins and measure their success on gross profit margins, but really the net profit margin's much more a determining factor of how much money you're making. It's much more linked to your actual profit, dollars and cents. So that's just, you know, a little tidbit for here. So let's see. Next, we have a Tommy Hilfiger paisley layered ruffle hem v-neck midi dress size 10. This was a retail arbitrage that I paid $40 for. It sold for $80. Poshmark fees were $16. This person apparently did not take advantage of my bundle discount. I think this might have been an offer that we did. that the person made an offer and I accepted, if I remember correctly. So there was no shipping discount given. My profit in dollars was $24. My gross profit margin was 50%, and my net profit margin was 30%. Next, we have this, ladies and gentlemen, I sat on for way too long, and it is a Free People. I'm looking for the description. I apologize. The description got cut off the top of my page here, and I'm trying to find it. And I don't have it, but essentially it's a Free People like knit sweater jacket. It's absolutely beautiful. The problem is I paid too much for it. I bought this and some other Free People things on the Poshmark wholesale part of Poshmark, and I don't recommend that. At the time it seemed really awesome. You know, I thought, hey, I'm getting it for this price and this is the retail price, but really it didn't get anywhere near the retail price. And I sat on it forever. So I mean, I was just, the percentages of profit on this don't look good. There's a little money that was made, but the percentages don't look good just because I had so much cost of good in it. But I was just thrilled to sell this and not lose money, honestly. So this sold for $220. Poshmark fees were $44. My cost of goods were $143. This was early on, and looking back, I never should have spent $143 on this. I don't know what I was thinking. It is beautiful, but it sat forever and a day. So my profit was $33, which $33 is, you know, nothing to, on one sale is nothing to, you know, be upset about. But because I paid so much for it, the percentages are awful. So my gross profit margin is 35%. Terrible. Blech. You just scared the crap out of me. What?
Right into a neighbor's yard, put out the driveway.
Like
full on ran straight into the yard.
It's okay. Just don't touch it because I've got it like perfectly set up.
Hey.
Mira, I'll totally cut all this out. So let me finish this. All right, so that made the percentages just absolutely terrible. My gross profit margin was 35% and my net profit margin was 15%. Those are terrible, but you know what? Lesson learned. At least it sold. At least I moved it and I didn't take a loss. Thank goodness. Okay, next we have a bundle with 2 items, 2 Ann Taylor Loft items. They sold in the bundle for $39. Poshmark took $7.80. I gave free shipping, $7.45. My cost of goods on this bundle were $10. So I made a profit of $13.75. Gross profit margin was 75% and net profit margin was 35%. Not too shabby. That's okay. Okay. So next I had a bundle sale, and this was a good bundle sale. It was 5 items. Let's see, they were all part of my 3 for $30. So instead of doing a percentage off on this one, I did the 3 for $30 and did 5 for $50. So I had cost of goods. Oh, let's start with Poshmark. So on the $50 sale price of this for 5 items, Poshmark took $10 and I gave free shipping of $7.47. My cost of goods all together were $7 because 2 of these items, the 2 toddler outfits, were things of my daughter's that she had outgrown. So those had no cost of goods, and the other things were wholesale items I had purchased. So the total was $7, which made my profit $25.55. Gross profit margin was 86% and net profit margin was 51%. So let's compare this. So like this sale, let me go back to that Free People sweater jacket. So this sale, the profit was $25.55. The Free People sweater jacket profit was $33. So that's a much better profit as far as money in my pocket. But as far as percentages look, the gross profit margin on this bundle where I made $25.55, the percentages are ginormous. 86% gross profit margin, 51% net profit margin, as opposed to the Free People where the gross profit margin is 35% and the net profit margin is 15%. But I made more money on the Free People purchase. And I didn't give free shipping on that either. Neither here nor there. But anyways, just a little tidbit. So, I mean, I guess that's the difference. I mean, that was the Free People sweater is more of a, high sales price as opposed to the bundle, which was a low cost of goods. So, you're there's a compare and contrast right there. So, I had a high cost of goods and a high sale price, even though it didn't sell the way I wanted it to. Had it maybe sold the way I wanted it to and sold for, another $80, which is kind of what I was wanting, is to get closer in the high 200s to even 300, that would have been a much better percentages and I would have made much more profit. But you can kind of see those two sales are kind of the difference between that high sales price and the low cost of goods. But anyways, both kind of making very similar profit dollars though. The next is a bundle. This one had 2 of the 3 for $30 items, which I went ahead and, marked as the $10. And then it had a shirt that was listed for $35. This bundle sold for $41. Poshmark's fees were $8.20, $7.45 for free shipping, and the cost of goods total were $14. That made a profit of $11.35. Here, once again, I only made $11.35, nowhere near that $33 that I made on that sweater. But my cost of goods are significantly lower, so my numbers look a little bit better. Gross profit margin 66%, but I gave that free shipping. So that free shipping is really gonna drive a difference between my gross profit margin and my net profit margin, because my net profit margin is 28%, and that's much more reflective of the actual money in my pocket. Next, we have another bundle. This is a pair of shoes that I bought from a wholesaler. They're quite cute, but they're no brand because they're from a wholesaler. Well, they are a brand, but it's not like anything you would buy in a store. I can't remember what they're called. And then a pair of Calvin Klein high-rise skinny jeans that I retail arbitraged at probably Marshall's or something like that. So this bundle sold for $55 on the promotion. Poshmark got $11, and then I had $7.45 free shipping. Cost of goods total was $24. It gave me a profit of $12.55. Gross profit margin 56%, net profit margin 23%. So whenever I'm going to have this free shipping, you're going to see much bigger difference between the gross profit margin and the net profit margin. Next, another bundle. So this one sold for $75. Poshmark fees were $15 with free shipping, $7.45. Cost of goods total was $36. So 2 of these items, the baby doll, halter baby doll dress, and the blouse, are both wholesale items that I've purchased from actually different wholesalers. And then the crop cardigan was actually a thrift find. So that was the $36 is where those came from. And my profit was $16.50. So that gave me a gross profit margin of 52% and a net profit margin of 22%. So a lot of people like to keep that gross profit margin over 50%, and that's fine. All right, so next we have this Ivana Beach cover-up maxi wrap dress in a turquoise, which is super pretty. I also have it in pink. So one size fits most, size 4 to 8. $38 this sold for. Poshmark fees were $7.60. This sold on an offer. There was no discount on shipping. This person made an offer to me. Cost of goods were $9. So that gave me a gross profit margin of 76% and a net profit margin of 56%. There's a couple of little sales in here that I think they were just offers and not really related to the sale I was running at all. And that might very well be one of them. So here's another one, this Vince Camuto sweater, which is super pretty. The picture does not do it justice. It's almost got it's pink, but it's got different strands of colored shades of pink in it. So it's got this dimension to it that's really, really pretty. It was labeled an extra small, but it was big. So I put extra small in the description, but then I put small and oversized. And I actually listed this a long time ago. Also, this is a retail arbitrage, and I've relisted and I didn't even realize that I had that discrepancy until I went to pack it. So hopefully we're good. I think there's also pictures of the actual tag in the listing, so I think it's okay. Anyways, this sold for $40. Poshmark got $8. Cost of goods were $15. Profit was $17. The gross profit margin was 63% and the net profit margin was 43%. So doing much better on these just regular offers that don't involve shipping discounts. So here's another one, this infinity scarf that I've sat on forever. This was also purchased through the Poshmark wholesale part of Poshmark in a mystery pack type bundle, a lot of which I haven't even listed. I've had it forever and I need to sit down and list it, but the thing is it's just not it's a lot of a lot of low price items that I don't know, I just don't think I'll make a whole lot off of. But anyways, I have this sold for $35, and for some reason I have cost of goods of $10, which is outrageous. If I actually have I don't even know if I could go back and figure out the cost of goods on this. I guess I could just go back and look at the order and figure out how many items there were, but I put cost of goods $10 in the listing, which is outrageous for this scarf. So I'm really glad to get rid of it. And that was a full price offer, $35. Poshmark got $7, so at a profit of $18. Praise the Lord. 72% gross profit margin, net profit margin of 51%. Next, we have this Ann Taylor loft sweater that was the merino wool. Super cute sweater. Sold for $35. I believe this was an offer also, but I believe that this was was an offer. Some of these have been full price. I think that scarf was a full price purchase, but I think this Ann Taylor loft sweater, I believe, was an offer. Poshmark fees were $7, no shipping discount. Woo! Cost of goods was $5. I'm pretty sure I got this through Jomar box. I'm pretty sure. That gave me a profit of $23. 86% gross profit margin. I can't spit that out. And a net profit margin of 66%. Now this next one, I don't even know what I was thinking when I bought this in the thrift store. I must have been thinking, oh, this is really pretty. And it really was. It was this super pretty. I mean, I actually forgot the picture. Once again, pictures did not do this justice, because when I took it out of the box to ship it, I was like, the inventory box to ship it, I was like, this is so pretty. The colors were just really, really beautiful. But anyways, it was this little cultural dress. It had European sizing on it. Who the heck knows how this wound up in the thrift store? My guess is someone was traveling. It kind of had this Indian feel, as in India, not as in Native American, but as in India. It kind of had this Indian feel to it with the real bright colors, like Bollywood type. So my guess is someone was traveling and purchased this somewhere, and then brought it home as a souvenir, and then it wound up somehow going into the thrift store. So this sold, and I was like, please take it off my hands. It sold for $14 on an offer, and I was like, yes, please. My cost of goods on this was $5. It's not even like I bought this on a dollar day or something. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure I sent this out, if I remember correctly. It's been relisted so many times that I sent out some crazy low. I think I might have had it listed for 35 or 39 or something like that, hoping for the best. So I probably gave some huge offer on it, and I actually think they counter offered, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a few dollars and I'm gonna get rid of it. So Poshmark fees were $2.95, cost of goods were $5. It gave me a profit of $6.05. I got rid of it and made $6. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. But you live and learn. But here again, the numbers look good, which is ridiculous. The gross profit margin is 64% and the net profit margin is 43%. Whatever. And it's mostly just because the Poshmark fees and the shipping weren't high. $2.95. There's no shipping. So I think that kind of combined to give those percentages, make those percentages look kind of higher. But really, I only made $6.05. Those percentages look good. You can't only go by those percentages. So they don't necessarily always predict how much money you're making, how much is going in your pocket. So anyways, let's see, what else we got? Okay, got a couple more. So I finally sold this Dooney & Burke Tennessee Titans zip top shopper purse and wristlet wallet set that I had retail arbitraged at, I believe, Marshall's. And I actually got the purse on one trip. And then when I was there, I don't know, several months later, I just happened upon the wristlet and I was like, oh, maybe I can make this purse more appealing if it also has this little wristlet to go with it. So my cost of goods is sold for $200. Here's another one that the numbers aren't super hot. So this set sold, we went kind of back and forth on offers. It sold for $200. The cost of goods were $120. So that's retail arbitrage. Was hoping to sell it for more, but I've sat on it so long that, again, like the free people, I was just happy to sell it and make profit. So I made $40 profit on this. Poshmark took $40. I missed that, sorry. And I didn't give any type of shipping discount or anything on this. So my gross profit margin was 40% and my net profit margin was 20%. Next, this is a vintage men's blazer jacket coat. It's actually quite heavy. It was more than just a blazer, but not quite like a winter coat, so somewhere in the middle there. Really cool, almost had like a Western feel to it, but more dressy, like dressy Western, but also very vintage, very like 70s, 80s. This sold, I've had this for a long time. I got this at thrift store, Goodwill, and this sold for $41 as part of the promotion that I was running. This was one of the last sales I made, literally as I was packing things up, just before midnight, the night I was ending the sale. So these last three sales and were like, 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. So $41 is sold for. Poshmark fees were $8.20. Shipping discount was $7.45. Cost of goods were $8. Gave me a profit of $17.35. I've sat on this for a long time. It's an 80% gross profit margin and a 42% net profit margin. Sounds good, but just $17.35, which I guess is nothing to, be upset about, but, not super a lot. I think that I had thought it sold for $41, which I guess is good, but I think I had thought in my head that this would sell for closer like in the $60 or $70 range, but I may be insane. But that's when I was buying it. It was early on in my reselling, and that's kind of what I was thinking when I purchased it. Okay, so next we have this white by Vera Wang organza dress with draped bodice and bubble skirt. This is super cute. Size 16, which is a great size. I had it listed much higher than this $30 that it sold for, and she actually offered me $25, and I almost laughed. And I counter offered with $40, and then she came back and said $30. And I thought to myself, I'm not giving a shipping discount. At $30, I will make a profit because my cost of goods on this were $8. So, and my goal for the weekend was to move inventory. So I went ahead and took the $30 offer, even though I was hoping to sell this for more like the $40 or $50 range. But you know what? It's sold, and I made $16 after Poshmark took their $6 cut, no shipping discount. Gross profit margin was 74%, which most people would say, gross profit margin 74%, awesome. Net profit margin 53%. But again, those percentages aren't necessarily always reflective of the dollars in your pocket, because the dollars in the pocket were 16%, and $16. And if you go back to that Free People or the Dooney & Burke, which were more the $40 and the $33, but their percentages were low. So look at that. All right, and the last sale of my big sale for New Year's was a loft v-neck black and white speckled wrap sweater at size extra large. This came in a Jomar box, and I was so worried about this selling, and it actually was only up for a couple of days. I actually put it, took pictures of it probably a month ago, and it was in my drafts, and I think it might even be part of my list with me video, to be honest with you. I think I pulled it from drafts and did it in the list with me video. But anyways, this sold like in just a couple days, like 2 days or 3 days or something. And I'm really surprised because it's really hard to see what it looks like. It's this really cute figure flattering wrap sweater, and it's black, but it almost looks like it's got fuzz all over it. It almost looks like it needs a lint roller taken to it. And when I first got it, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this is a mess. It's got lint all over it. But then as I looked more closely at it, the fabric has little speckles of white in it. So it's like a black sweater with little white speckles all over it. So anyways, it sold for $20 on an offer. Poshmark, and I was happy to accept that. Poshmark fee was $4, no shipping. Cost of goods were $5, profit was $11, gave a 75% gross profit margin and a 55% net profit margin. So that's really good for something off Jomar, out of a Jomar box, to make $11 off that item. I'm cool with that. Those percentages look good, and that's if you're going the low cost of goods rate. $5, there we go. Nice easy flip. 75% and $11 in my pocket. All right, so that is my weekend sale. Let me just say a couple of things. So in addition to the original message that I sent out to the 2,500 plus people that had liked items in my closet over the last several months, I also was sending messages to all new likers. So that included new likers, which, come to think of it, maybe some of these like individual sales, I don't remember. Some of these little one item sales may have come from closet clear out, because 2 of the days that I had the sale going on were closet clear out, Friday and Sunday, which a lot of people will say that closet clear out is like sporadic, but I've been watching closet clear out for at least 6 months, if not more, like 9 or 10 months. And it is always on Friday and Sunday. You can mark your calendar to it. Every once in a while, I've noticed that if there's a holiday on Monday, they'll extend the Sundays through Mondays, but it's always Friday and Sunday. It's always Friday and Sunday. It's always Friday and Sunday. Now watch, they'll go and change it, but it's always Friday and Sunday. So 2 of those days will also have closet clear out. So every person that liked an item after my original 2,500, I would go to my shoppers occasionally throughout the day and click on all my people that had liked something and sent them out a message. If it was closet clear out day, well, if it wasn't closet clear out day, I sent them out a message alerting them of my New Year's promotion that I had going on. That was it. It's very similar to the original message that I sent to the 2,500. Wasn't much different. If it was closet clear out day, I sent them something about closet clear out, and then in addition, in the same message, I also sent them something alerting them about my promo that I had going on. So, the typical closet clear out message that people send is, hey, I saw you like this item, today's closet clear out, woo! If you want to get this item, let me know, and I can drop the price by X amount, by percentage, or X amount of dollars, or whatever, and Poshmark will give you a discounted shipping. I've been doing, there's been a couple people that have done experiments with Poshmark that have found that the 20% mark is kind of like the sweet spot for getting sales with discounts. Like, that's where you're gonna get the most okays. Yes, I'll buy it at 20% off, while not giving up more money than you need to give up, like not losing more profit than you need to lose, not cutting into that profit margin any more than you need to. That's not to say that you don't need to give a higher percentage than the 20%, but 20% seems to be a good sweet spot. So I've been doing my closet clear outs with an immediate 20% offer. I'm going right past the 10% because everyone else is doing the 10% because that's what it requires. I'm jumping right to the 20% and telling them I'll give them the 20% and Poshmark will give them the discounted shipping. So on Friday and Sunday, that's what those messages included. Information about closet clear out. And then, hey, I also have this other New Year's promotion going on, and here's what it is. So I did that all weekend. And then Sunday, early evening, 6 o'clock-ish, I sent out a message, another one of those mass messages to everyone and their mother that had liked things all the way back to October 1st. So same thing, got on the laptop and selected the top person and scrolled all the way down to the likers, all the way down to October 1st, shift and select the last person. It filled them all in. I told it to send the message, and essentially the message said, because Sunday was also closet clear out, so the message again said, hey, it's still closet clear out. And by the way, also, don't forget I'm running this sale. And by the way, also, both of them end at midnight, so hurry to it. Also, things were selling out. There were people liking the same things, and bundles I would have to like adjust my offers and stuff like that because something would sell in another person to another person or in another bundle or whatever. So there was also that. So that last little round of messages, I really think pushed the last couple of sales. The last 3 to 5 sales, I think, were really pushed through by that last message that really didn't take that much effort. I opened up the laptop. I actually made my husband scroll for a few minutes because my toddler was being needy. So I was like, hey, push this down button until you get to October 1st. And he obliged and did it because all you had to do is hold a button down. And when I came back, I went ahead and selected the last one and sent my message. One time, one message. The computer sat there for the next 45 minutes and sent it to everybody. So easy peasy. So anyways, I'm pleased with the sale. It went really well. It was a lot of work. I spent a lot of time Sunday evening getting everything together and shipping, packaging everything up to ship. So it did take a lot of time with that, but my sales revenue, so the amount of dollars that sold on Poshmark were, in 3 days, $1,222 in 3 days. My profit after everything, so how much money I put in my pocket after the 3 days of selling things, a lot of them at not very good profit margins. My kitty cat just hit the camera, so I'm really sorry. I hope I'm still here. So at not very good profit margins, but moving a lot of inventory. So my profit dollars in my pocket after Poshmark, after shipping, after cost of goods was $363.80. That's pretty good for a part-time seller over a weekend. I'm not hating that. Now, that's not anything like I would make at my full-time job. I did put a lot of effort into this and did a lot, but I also did a lot of other stuff related to my closet this weekend. I spent many hours on Saturday photographing things because I was accumulating a death pile, and my in-laws had my toddler and my teenager was with her friends because it was New Year's. So I had kind of the house to myself, and we've been on vacation all last week, and with the holidays and everything, my death pile was getting kind of big. So I thought I need to spend several hours taking pictures. So I did. I spent several hours taking pictures Saturday. Then Sunday, I was going back and forth between, doing some more photography or going to get my nails done, which they desperately needed, but that could get done another day. Or going to a Goodwill that's about 45 minutes away in a direction I don't go on a regular basis, but it's a straight interstate shot. So I found out that they're the closest Goodwill to me that does dollar days and tag sales. So all the Goodwills the other direction are in a district that no longer, apparently since COVID, do not do the tag sales and the dollar days. So I thought, hey, I'll try them out. So Sunday, my mother-in-law and I and my toddler drove out there, had lunch. I thrifted for about 2 hours. Well, I don't know what they did. But I came out, I had a cart. I kind of told myself, don't do more than a cart. So I had a cart, and there's more to come on that. So there's a nice haul, and there will be a haul video and a thrift with me video coming about that. So my weekend wasn't solely the sale as far as my reselling goes. It was also pictures. I did some listing, probably listed 30 so items, listed and relisted 30 or so items over the weekend. And I did a thrift 45 minutes away, which is a little trek, and then back. But I made $363.80 in my pocket. Revenue, $1,222, and a whole bunch of nice sales. So I was really happy with this sale. I actually think that I'm going to start doing a similar sale maybe on a monthly basis. I'm kind of thinking end of month, beginning of month, because some people who get paid monthly get paid at the end, and some people who get paid monthly get paid right at the beginning. So I'm thinking I might try to hit that end beginning once a month and have kind of this clearance kind of sale where I just kind of slash some prices, push some inventory, and really drive up some numbers to really try to push my goals for 2022. By the way, I'll also be having a 2021 how my year went, a year in review video, in addition, in conjunction with did I say 2022? 2021? If I said 2022, I don't know. 2021 video about year in review numbers and sales and stuff like that, in conjunction with a 2022 goals video. I have that planned in the works too, to be coming soon. So I'd really like to know what you guys have planned also, and how you did in 2021 and how you plan to succeed in 2022, what goals you're setting for yourself, and how you're planning to accomplish those goals. So that would be interesting for a conversation. We're all like-minded, we're all in this together. So, let's keep on selling. If you like this video, be sure to click like, because that's how the algorithm works for YouTube. That's how people get to see my video, and I get more subscribers, and I get to build this community of people that I can be friends with. Also, if you like the content, I do similar content to this, thrifting, jomar unboxings, and real unboxings, Plato's Closet hauls, Goodwill hauls, what sold. I actually have plans for a what hasn't sold video, which I think I had that Free People sweater jacket on as planned to go into my what hasn't sold video. Like, why hasn't this sold? This is awesome. But I get to pull it out now. I might give it an honorable mention as it got in at the last second of 2021. But anyway, so those are the plans. If you like my content, be sure to hit subscribe so that you get alerts of more content. Hit that little bell, and that will give you notifications. And I try to put up videos pretty regularly, so stay tuned. I hope you have a blessed day, and I love all of you, and see you soon. Bye.